And now, another episode of Donny Boast, Friday Football Flash.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have returned for the preview of this coming week. Here we go, week 1 of the NFL season, and one game is already in the books. The Carolina Panthers have choked in hardcore fashion after missing a 50-yard field goal to win it all in Denver against the team that already beat them in the most boring Super Bowl since Super Bowl II. My friends and countrymen, the game itself was just as boring as the last. Let's hope the season is not as bad as everything else along the way. Here we go from start to finish now. Opening up the first games of the season, we have the Bungles at the Jets. It couldn't be any more pathetic between these two teams. Both teams are pathetic as usual and absolutely abysmal as always. Somehow, someway, Vegas has given the Jets 2.5 points. That's suggesting that the Cincinnati Bungles are actually worth a damn. But you never know here in the NFL, and that's why the lines are what they are. Moving on now, Cleveland versus Philadelphia. A battle of losers. A battle of losers in Loserville, and I don't even know what to say. Maybe it'll be over 41 points. Maybe it won't. I don't know who's going to score in this game, folks. Oakland at New Orleans. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a game of epic proportions. 51.5 for the over. And all I can say is that the Oakland Raiders, if they're going to go on the march to victory and march to championship, they have to win this game. The New Orleans Saints are not very good. Minnesota at Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, it's very exciting to know that the Tennessee Titans are still a franchise. In case you were worried about them, they do still exist. They are favored at home. They're underdogs at home, pardon me. That's all the battle right there. They're going to win this game. Tampa Bay at Atlanta. Who cares? Moving on to Buffalo at Baltimore. There's another who cares, except is Baltimore for real? Are they back? They bounce back. They're good. They're better than Buffalo. It should be a fun game, figuring out who's going to be dominant in the AFC. Chicago at Houston. If that doesn't spell disgustingness, I don't know what does. Two putrid franchises versus each other. One's favored by 6 points. Yes, that's Houston, ladies and gentlemen. I wouldn't take them because they couldn't score a touchdown if they tried. San Diego at Kansas City. Loserville Station. Kansas City favored by 6.5. At that range, I'd take it. Green Bay at Jacksonville. Here's your big upset, folks. Jacksonville, 4.5 dogs at home. I'll take the money line on that one, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you why. Jacksonville is primed and poised to make something happen this season. I think they're going to start doing it in Green Bay. They're going to be able to do it. Here we go. Here's Miami at Seattle. This is ugly. This is very ugly. I just don't see Gacy getting off to a good start in Seattle. I see Seattle trying to do something this year, but not enough to do anything important. This is a loss. This is a big loss for Miami. I would take Seattle big time. Detroit at Indianapolis. Why would anyone want to watch either of these teams ever play each other? This is a dome battle to epic proportions. I don't know why the spread is 51 points on the over-under. That is very, very, very weird. I just don't understand it. Moving on here to the Giants at Dallas. You're going to have to take it on the pick 'em. I don't know who you're going to pick. Might as well pick the Giants because the Dallas are born to lose this year. New England and Arizona. New England without Tom Brady. We have now moved to Monday Night Football. We have forgotten all about the rest. Your gambling losses have piled up so high you don't know what to do. Your fantasy football teams are 72 deep. You have no idea what day it is until you woke up and realized you were going to work. And then Pittsburgh and Washington came along. Who cares about either of these teams unless you're a Pittsburgh fan or a Washington Redskins fan? The Pittsburgh Steelers are one of the great franchises. They will beat Washington at Washington, and that's why Washington is an underdog in their home stadium. We have now reached the pitiful matchup between the Los Angeles Lambs at the Santa Clara Yorks. You have to appreciate two things here, ladies and gentlemen. That is, Los Angeles has a team again and nobody cares, and then Santa Clara has a team and nobody cares. The bottom line is this. Neither team will score a touchdown, yet the over-under is still 43. If you don't bet the under, you actually believe that Todd Gurley, or whatever his name is going to break through to the other side, past Navarro Bowman and everybody else that the Santa Clara Yorks still think they have employed. As far as I'm concerned, as the last game and the only game really to bet on for Monday night, this is where you're going to put all your money, everybody. The under on this game, neither team can score unless Bruce Miller's going to play and beat everybody with a cane until there's nobody left on the field. I have no fantasy picks this week because there's nothing but pity for the NFL and all of you who try to go along with it. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. I have nothing left to say but pray. Pray for yourself and pray for your families. The NFL season has begun again, and there's no going back. Good night.